Let's quickly mark topic 2, chemical reactions. The periods aren't very long today, so I don't think we're gonna be able to carry on with the next part. But after this, these few questions, I'm gonna carry on with the next part of the work because you're writing on that as well. Okay. So substances that are present at the beginning of a reaction are called reactants. Good. The new substances formed by the reaction are called moe. No new atoms are created during a chemical reaction. The and the of atoms on the left and the right must be the same. Does anybody have an idea what that could be? The type and the number. So remember we said yesterday when we were looking at these? There? Remember 4 pink ones, 2 blue ones, 4 pink ones, 2 blue ones. The type and the number of atoms must be the same before and after the reaction takes place. Christopher, take out your book. Now it's on video. I'm not checking homework, but you're not sleeping through my class. Okay. Now we get to the balancing of equations. (4.1) we have sodium plus Cl2 forms, what do we call that product? Sodium chloride. Remember, it changes to a IDE if it's in a compound. Okay, what's this called? That's chlorine. Okay, and remember it has that 2 there because it is a diatomic gas. Okay, so you have to know if I say sodium reacts with chlorine to form sodium chloride, you have to know that those are the formulas that you have to write down. Okay, now let's balance it. How many sodiums do I have before? 1. How many do I have after? 1. So for now, we are happy with the sodiums. You agree? Now let's look at the chlorines. How many do I have before? 2. How many do I have after? No. How many? Just 1. How do I fix that? You can't divide something by 2, you can only multiply. Where do we put the 2? In front of the, what do we call that? What do we call that? Good. Sodium chloride. Okay. So now we have 2 before and 2 after. Okay, but now we need to go back to the sodiums because now I have 1 sodium before, but I have 2 after. Remember, I told you guys to do this in your pencil because you're going to scratch around and change it and whatever. Okay, so I need to balance that now. How do I change that 1 to a 2 in the reactants? So where do we write the 2? In front or at the back? Always in front. We don't change the small numbers. Okay, so your final answer will be 2 sodiums reacts with 1 chlorine to form 2 sodium chlorides. Okay, what do we call that N? What does that N stand for? Nitrogen, eh? So we have nitrogen reacting with hydrogen. Both of those are diatomic. That's where the 2's come from to form ammonia. Who knows what ammonia is? No, it's not a sickness, but I wouldn't drink it. It could kill you. Yes! Handy Andy. Good. It's the main ingredient in Handy Andy. So you know that smell of Handy Andy? Not the lemon or the lavender that they add. Like the chemical smell. That's ammonia. What? No, I'm not going to drink chemicals that could kill me. Okay. So, let's look at the nitrogens. How many do I have before? 2. Good. How many do I have after? Just 1. So, how can I fix that? Where do I put the 2? In front of the andy, the ammonia. There. So now I have 2 before and 2 after. No? 2 of those. The 3 goes with that one. So how many hydrogens do I have there? No, I have 3 per molecule. No, leave them alone. They're not even trying. Ignore them. This 3 applies to the hydrogens in the ammonia molecule, but I have 2 of those molecules. So if I have 3 in a molecule, but I have 2 of the molecules, how many do I have in total there? Good, 6. How many hydrogens do I have before? Only 2. So how can I change that to a 6? Times by 3. Where do I put the 3? In front. Good job. This is easy, but did you get full marks for it? Doesn't matter, I gave you this homework long time ago. Now you're lying. Mm. 4.3. Okay. Now we're working with 3 different elements. Hands up. What are the 3 elements in that reaction? Aluminium, hydrogen, and? Okay. So I have to balance all 3. Good. Let's start with the aluminium. How many do I have before? How many do I have after? I have 1 and 1. There? There. It doesn't have a 2 behind it, so it's just one of them. So for now, the aluminiums are balanced. Okay. Now let's look at the hydrogens. How many hydrogens do I have before? How many do I have after? How many? 2. So I need to fix that. How do I fix that? Multiply by 2, and where do I put the 2? In front of the HCl. Okay, this one is going to take a while. Now let's look at the chlorines. How many chlorines do I have before? Good. For now, no, I don't have 1. Shush. How many do I have there? There, how many do I have? Not 1. 2. Look. Times 2. I have 2 HCl molecules. Okay. So 2. And after, in the products, I've got 3. Now, what do we do when we have a 2 and 3? We have to take both of them to? Good. To 6. Okay. How can I change this one to 6? I'm just going to change that 2 into a 6. Okay? Everyone got that? So now I've got 6 here. Now looking at the chlorines in the products, how do I change that 3 to a 6 times 2? Where do I put that to? In front. There. Okay. Now, everything that used to be balanced is unbalanced again. So I need to go back to the aluminiums. Aluminiums, how many do I have before? How many do I have after? No, we changed it. Look, there's a 2 in front of that now. So there's 2 there now. So I need to make sure there's 2 in front as well. So I put it there. Do you guys agree? 2 aluminiums in the reactants, 2 aluminiums in the products. Okay, so for now that one is balanced. Hydrogens, how many do I have before? Be careful. Good, 6. Okay, because I've got one hydrogen in each HCl molecule, but I've got 6 of those molecules. So if I have one in each, but I have 6 molecules, then I've got 6 in total. Think about it like Smarties in a box. If you have one red Smartie in a box, but you've got 6 boxes of Smarties, how many red Smarties do you have? 6, okay? So each of these molecules carries a certain amount within them, but you can add more boxes. Do you guys understand? Okay, but you can't change what's in the box. So we can't add another Smartie into one of the boxes. Nay, Mr. Sita. You'll be fine. Okay, so we've got 6 here now. How many do I have after? In the product. Look at it. How many is that? Just 2. Okay, how do I change that 2 to a 6? Times by 3. Where do I put the 3? In front. Good job. Okay, and let's just check the chlorines as well. How many chlorines do I have in my reactants? I do have 6. And how many do I have in my products? Also 6, right? Because each of the molecules, each of the little boxes has 3 chlorines in it. And I've got 2 of those boxes. So how many do I have in total? 6. So this one is done. Yo, wild. No. Okay. Second to last one. Put off your phone. Yes. Phosphorus. Phosphorus and oxygen reacts to form, what do we call that? Phosphorus oxide. Okay, good. So let's start with a P. How many do I have before? 4, right? How many do I have after? 2. How do I change that? I have to add another box. Do you guys agree? So I need to put a 2 in front. Now I have 4. Okay, now the oxygens. How many do I have before? Only 2. Good job. How many do I have after? 6. How did you get to 6? Yes, because in the box, how many oxygens do we have? 3, right? In a molecule, we have 3. But how many of the molecules do we have? 2, right? So 3 in the one, 3 in the other one. So how many do we have in total? 6. How can I fix this 2? Good, and where do we put the 3? In front. Okay, and now that one is balanced. That was a lot quicker than the previous one. She's back.